a fun dude. Sure, he's gonna starve you for a few weeks and then try to use your skin to make a suit for himself. But that's weeks from now. It looks like he was a big dumb football player who came to you, taught him how to speak. Billy, starting to love Lisa. I'd love to get you laid in this room, but this show is void of single women, I'm certain of it. Thank you guys for being a part of this, man. It means the world to me.
What's going on, Story Warriors? Very excited to announce that we have merch available right now at our brand new website, storywarsmerch.com. So if you guys want to rep the show that you love, and you do love it, there's so many different things. We have great designs. We have double point shirts, Story Warrior shirts, hoodies, everything you guys want. Rep the show that you guys love. Whether you got double points or double tits, guess what? Story Wars has you covered. Go to storywarsmerch.com. That's Story Wars with a Z, merch.com, and grab your t-shirts or hoodies today. We're going to have other stuff coming out. This is the first limited run. These are all limited edition designs, so grab them now before they disappear. All right, let's start the show.
Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
Live from Rodney's in New York City, it's Story Wars with the Story Warriors, Big J. Oakerson and Louis J. Gomez.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Story Wars. We're your Story Warriors, Big J. Oakerson and Louis J. Gomez. Let's make some fucking noise in this sold-out Robbins Comedy Club.
Look at this. I can feel the ghosts of Rodney Dangerfield looking down at us right now.
Ooh, I bet that'll come into play a lot tonight. How many people here, we always ask this, are not familiar with Story Wars?
Not familiar. Don't raise you're at a comedy show, you women.
Louis, do not drive away the only women that have ever come to the show.
No, that was crazy. They were like,
You girls aren't. You're polite, but you have no idea what you came for tonight. You just got tickets to whatever. Said, fuck it, girls' night.
they came for Chris D. Let's get real.
Oh, shit, they
We know why
definitely
these
came
girls
for
are
Chris D.
Without
I
a
forgot
doubt.
he was here. How many people here are familiar with Story Wars?
Oh, yeah. Good.
That feels good. That feels very good. Well, let's get our contestants up here, and we'll get this game going. What do you say? Our first contestant, everybody, you know him and love him from the Soder podcast. His special On the Road you can watch right now on YouTube. He is my former work wife. How about it for the hilarious Dan Soder?
Here to win it. Here to finally win. I want to see double points so bad.
Our second contestant on the show, absolutely hilarious. You're going to know him from History Hyenas and his brand new special, It's Just Unfortunate, available on Hulu. Clap it up for Chris Distefano. Come on!
Returning Story Warrior.
Yeah, we have an actual story warrior on the panel.
A story warrior you won, and I believe Chris, if I'm not mistaken, was the first ever person besides you or I to win.
Wow. Yes, I was. I fooled you guys with a story about 9/11.
Just so you know, if you win tonight, you're only one win shy of me.
Yes.
I'm not good at the game.
Yeah, Jay's only won 3 times in the history of the show.
Someone said 4, but that doesn't feel much better.
Right.
Our final contestant, everybody, last but not least, you know him from the Tim Dillon Show, and how about his new special, I'm Your Mother? Available right now on Netflix. It's Tim Dillon!
What a panel.
That's a hell of a panel.
Tim's excited to be here. He really is. It's the first time I've seen you be excited to do somebody else's podcast.
I'm practicing for the lying on the show.
This is going to be a very fun one. If you're unfamiliar with Story Wars here, or you're unfamiliar listening at home, it's a very simple game. Everybody on this panel, including Lewis and I, have submitted 3 to 5 stories on one particular subject. Tonight's topic, Lewis?
Failure.
Failure. Our lovely producer, Alex, will read those stories out one at a time, randomly. 8 of them, they will appear on this screen. If it is your story, you're the only person who knows that. It's your job to fool everybody else that it's not your story. And if it's not your story, it's your job to guess whose story it is.
And for every person you fool, you get 1 point. Every time you guess the story correctly, you get 2 points. Once you write the name on the dry erase board, put the dry erase board in this little holder right here and let your hand go. That is it. That is your final answer. You cannot change it. It's a lot of fun, and I'll tell you right now, we're not just playing for fun. Look, you guys are going to have a great time tonight, but we're up here for more than fun. Jay, tell them what we're playing for tonight.
We're always playing for a book from the Story Wars library. Tonight's book, a brand new copy of The Light Within the Light, Portraits of Donald Hall, Richard Wilbur, Maxine Kumin, and Stanley Kunitz, by Gene Braham.
One of my favorites.
Gene Braham offers intimate portraits of 4 eminent American poets, Donald Hall, Richard Wilbur, Maxine Kumin, and Stanley Kunitz, delving into their personal histories and the evolution of their poetic voices. Through in-depth interviews and reflections, Braham reveals how each poet's life experiences shaped their work.
Wow.
Can you believe it, boys?
I can't. It's going to be a great one. Everybody, are you ready for war?
Let's get drafted.
Then, Alex, if you will, story number 1.
Story number 1. I failed my written test for my driver's license because I didn't study and just assumed everything on the test was common knowledge.
This feels Tim or Jay.
Then I'm going to say Tim, because I did feel right away, I think this seems like an aloof thing, but I would do this.
First of all,
I think I also did this.
I wish it was mine because I studied and I passed, which makes me a loser. So this does seem cooler, but I failed the driving test once in the actual car.
I passed my test.
Yeah.
Walked in. There was 5 questions.
Yeah.
Very easy. That was on my birthday.
Oh,
April
could this
1st.
be your story? Like, is that? Are you also in
Yeah,
this?
he might be
we're all
throwing it
playing.
off.
Oh, you're in this.
Everybody.
Yeah, we're all in it.
Okay.
I explained this to you outside, Tim. You son of a
But I
bitch.
didn't know if you were in it. I didn't
Then
know
Jay
you were
just
in
explained
it.
it again. He said
No.
all 5 of
Yeah.
us.
And then I said in the thing, it's written right into it. I say everybody on this panel, including Lewis and I. I even purposely
Okay.
say of Lewis and I to make it sound like official.
Listen, Tim's
My
not
six-
going to understand unless Steve Bannon tells him.
That's right. I will.
So
I don't listen.
did Mr. Bannon give him the instructions or not?
You get a white nationalist to tell me something?
My
Please?
16th birthday was the written test, and then a week later I took my driving test, and I got because I was so ready to get out of my fucking house, and I passed both.
Yeah, you
with
keep
flying colors.
insisting on telling us this story, which makes me feel like it's made up.
I would love to tell you guys that a guy sent me a DM today of a Lewis cheat sheet that he said that I should use, and he gives things He said he ran it through AI and has all your tells.
Please.
But I don't remember any of them.
What are my tells? I wish you knew them.
That's why AI was created, to map Lewis's brain.
I mean, this guy went in good.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll get it because this might.
I mean, I know Jay's tells. If Jay starts speaking really loudly and blaming everyone else over and over and over again, that's Jay.
He also tells me the things I do that give it away.
I'm going to say that it was Jay because I feel like the man who would be most likely to fail a written test would be a man wearing fingerless gloves. It just feels.
It was
like
a computer. It was a computer test. It was like 4 buttons, like multiple choice, and I did fail it once.
Dan, did you pass your written test?
Yeah.
Getting a license first time out?
Yeah. Went down to the DMV, nailed it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. I think maybe he was in Colorado, relaxing.
There is no driving test in Colorado.
Smoking a little weed, figuring that it's just going to be
No, I had
easy.
to drive. My driving test was I had to drive my driving instructor, who was also the football coach, just downtown so he could drop off some documents. I drove him back, and he's like, "You passed your test." I was like, "Thanks, Coach Cooper." This feels like a Jay story.
Yeah,
I feel like Jay is now not paying attention to the show specifically because
I know. I'm feeling I'm gonna have to bail on this because, but I really
He's looking
wanna
for
find it.
Terminator
I
Lewis.
think too because every time it is one of Jay's stories, he gives a little smile. He does that. He can't hide it.
I think
can
it
see
does say that I do give a
Jay's
little
a,
smile.
He does. He goes like this.
Jay's a horrific actor. One of
Right.
the worst in the business.
But what a great smile.
I just assumed
Right.
and just assumed everything on the test was common knowledge.
Got it.
Who would say like who
Common, not like I wouldn't even use those words. Like common
Those
knowledge.
words
If
are
it-
too
if it
poor
was-
for Tim.
Yeah, if it was Tim would say just assume everything on the test was known by these peasants.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it could be Lewis. Honestly.
Frequent words and phrases Lewis uses when lying. 100% not me. 95% of the time lying if used more than 4 times.
Okay.
Never happens.
By the way, thank you for telling me my tells.
Yeah.
Right.
90% lying
You
if
should do
used
this
more
at the
than
end
4
of the
times.
show.
No, you're not going to remember any of this shit.
I will 100% remember this stuff.
One of my tells, it says excessive physical adjustment.
Yes. Jay starts moving around a lot. He starts pointing and gets really loud. I'm telling you.
Some of my lines. Honestly, if I say that 3 times, 90% of the time I'm lying. Believe me, 85% of the time I'm lying. Trust me, 80% lying. I swear, 75%.
Can you send this to your girlfriend?
Yeah, Christine's in the back with a fucking knife just practicing. All of it's fake.
Lewis, you get a
Lewis,
lot.
do you remember your written test?
Yeah, it was 5 questions. I took it on my
can I ask
16th
you a
birthday.
question? Why was it 5 questions?
I have no idea. It was so easy.
Because there is no written test that's 5
I
questions.
sweir to God, it was 5 questions.
There's
Dude, they
not
don't even
one.
have that at fucking Chili's about how
Yeah,
the meal was.
I was 16 years
Yeah, dude.
You're fucking full of shit.
You have 5 questions.
I remember the day. It was raining.
I was 16 years old. It was on my 16th birthday. I was so excited.
Who's
to
number
get my
1 on the charts?
Strangely gets serious.
Jay just
What
chiming
year?
in.
What year were you? What year were you? 16?
I was born in 82, so it was 98.
98, number 1 on the charts.
Probably the Backstreet Boys.
I was going to say In Sync, tearing up my heart.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe. Who else is gay out there?
All right, I'm gonna start getting this voting going. I mean, I feel like Jay is completely disconnected because it's him.
Jay's reading your chart.
I'm reading your
Wait,
chart.
do we vote secretly?
No, you write it in and you put it. We told you this twice, Tim.
No, I know.
You write your answer on the board, and then when you put your board in the thing, it's your final answer.
Gotcha. Okay, I know. I'm just confirming it.
Yeah. Do you want to get deported, dude? I would stop talking like that to Tim. Tim knows JD Vance. Dude.
Oh my God,
You are.
it is crazy. It's crazy.
Story Wars El Salvador.
I'm gonna start the voting. I'm gonna say Big J Oakerson. I feel like Jay is doing a lot of acting right
actually
now.
think so.
It's Lewis.
Okay,
It's motherfucking Lewis.
I'm gonna say Lewis.
please.
It is Lewis.
I think no one's. I haven't heard Chris say much.
Well,
I think he thinks he's going under the radar.
it's not
These
me.
Italians can be extra sneaky.
Hey.
Well, I feel
But I feel like I can smell your pasta sauce. It's Chris.
this is a tough one because I did not. I failed the written test, the computer thing, but I also I feel like didn't everybody not study the first time? And like you're like,
No one
figure it out.
studied.
No.
Everyone up here passed their first test.
I didn't.
This is your story. That's why I voted for you.
This is Big J.
It's not.
Alex, all of our answers are in.
Swear to God.
This story belongs to Louis J. Gomez.
Son of a bitch!
Scumbag.
Every time he tricks me.
I know it.
You knew it.
I
knew it.
fucking knew it.
I knew it.
So let me say this.
Damn
I
it.
knew it.
I was
I've
being
worked
honest.
with
Why do I
Alex
have
for a long
such a
time.
weakness
When I was 16,
for Puerto
yeah.
Rican homes?
When I was
Thank
16
you,
years-
HyperTalk AI.
When I was 16 years old, I did pass it. It was 5 questions. This is all true. Took my my actual driving test a week later. When I went to re-get my license when I was fucking 38, when I moved to Jersey, I was like 5 questions. I'm gonna have this easy peasy. I know all this shit. I went in. It was 50 questions, multiple choice. I had no, dude, but I failed it by the 8th question. I had gotten every question wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't study anything.
I fucking God damn it. That
Thanks.
felt really good.
It did. You got me, Jay.
I got you. Dead to rights.
You got me.
You were pushing me too hard, just like HyperTalk said. That's his tag.
Alex,
Well-
where are our scores at?
On the scoreboard with 2 points each. Louis J. Gomez, Big J. Oakerson, and Tim Dillon.
There you go.
Oh, that feels good.
We got it. All right.
Oh, the 2 sad handsomes in the middle. Boo-hoo.
All right, quit throwing it at us.
Oh, shit. Alex, story number 2.
Story number 2. My father fell down the stairs on the way to the hospital while my mother was giving birth to me and broke both of his legs.
I thought these are Danzig lyrics. This sounds like a Tim Dillon fucking.
By the way, I wish it
And
was.
what-
That was.
Also, what it doesn't say is cable news was on in the back,
Yeah.
My father.
Yeah.
and then Tim was created.
Yeah. All that needed to say is at Islip Hospital, in Long Island.
I know.
This is it. Yeah, that's called a Long Island birth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what we call Nassau
Adolf.
County birth.
Oh, yeah, she got the old Nassau County. Fucking dad broke both the legs as the baby came
Then
out.
we went to an Islanders game.
You know what? They didn't even fucking set the legs. They just put Billy Joel and they reformed like T-1000.
I know it's not Dan because his father wasn't at the hospital when he was born.
It's a happy hour.
Neither was yours.
Yeah.
Gary was a
This
happy
is,
hour.
this is definitely Chris or Tim who had present fathers.
No, but this story saying that is the father wasn't there.
My
Broke both
father
his
fell
legs.
down the stairs on the way to the hospital. I don't even know what that means. While my mother was giving birth to me and broke. both his
By the way,
legs.
I didn't realize you were reading it. I thought you were just admitting it.
No.
I was like, I'm high enough that I was like,
don't know how the game is played.
I go, Tim, what are you doing?
No,
This is
but
not.
here's what I'm trying to understand. So the father isn't at the hospital while the woman's
No,
giving
he's
birth?
fucking 2 legs broken.
Yeah, I mean the guy it's got 2
didn't
broken
make it.
legs. I don't
So
know.
he's in the hospital
Or
with
he
2 broken
fucking,
legs?
or he knuckles it there, and he deserves that world's greatest dad
Yeah.
mug.
Yeah. Or
Tim?
or no, how about it could be Louis and Jay because what if that's the mother told them? The
Louis,
father
when,
wasn't-
Oh yeah.
can you tell us when your dad was stabbed?
My dad was stabbed when I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He might have been. So he might have.
Murdered.
And well, let me ask you this. Could he not run away because he had broken legs?
Yeah. That's why.
Is that why he was killed?
That's how he gives it up. He goes, no, his run was a
Also,
little wobbly because of his legs.
He didn't
Oh.
fall down the stairs. Someone broke his legs. Someone,
For 4 years?
Maybe it's Chris's dad because he was some gambling
Yeah,
dad.
some Italian shit.
Yeah.
And now he lied to Chris. And he's like, "Oh, I fell down the stairs." And Chris is like, "Did you though?"
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's a story my mother
He goes,
tells me.
also, the Jets didn't cover. Yeah, I remember your birthday because the Jets didn't cover. And I
and then
broke
I
my legs on the
fell.
way to the hospital.
Yeah, it was so
No, dude,
sad.
my father's he was there.
I feel like if this was Dan or Jay, I would have heard
But that
this
was at
story.
happy hour. Yeah, you know where he was.
I would have heard this story. Dan, was your father in the hospital when you were born?
No.
He wasn't. He really wasn't.
He was at happy
I was
hour.
kidding.
I'm not.
when I said that about you.
Oh, your dad wasn't there?
But if someone did happy
was
hour,
happy
they could
hour.
easily fall
What do you
down.
guys not understand about $5 onion rings?
You guys
and
got-
8-ounce
What do you guys got
Budweisers
shit in
with
your
free
ears? He
shot.
said it 8 times. He was at happy hour. It's 1 hour.
Unlimited margaritas.
Jay, where was your dad
The kids forever.
when you were born?
He may have been there. I don't know.
You don't know if your dad was there or not?
I don't.
He has no memories from when he was 0.
Are there photos?
He did hold me at least twice as a child. There's pictures of that, yeah.
Did he have casts on both his legs?
To the best of my knowledge, he was 2 legs working.
Yeah.
Tim, I like everything you've been doing here, but I
Yeah.
believe this is the kind of acting that got you into Joker 2 Folly Ado.
There was a lot of talented people in that movie.
Yes.
There was a lot of talented people in that movie.
Yes.
A lot of them. You
Award
can all
winners.
vote for me. That's fine.
I think I might agree with Jay. I think this could be
No,
Tim.
see,
I
I
saw the
think-
little smirk on
No,
his face.
Chris
not.
or Tim?
It's Chris or Tim.
I'm,
Chris or
I'm
Tim?
saying Chris because this is the way Italians behave.
It is. It is.
I honestly,
God damn it, you're right, Dylan.
It's
You're
the
right.
way Italians behave.
I think it's Lewis.
I'm telling you right now.
Shit. Shit.
I kind of
It's
think
fucking
Lewis's
Chris.
family couldn't afford stairs. There's no way they afford
because I think it's something his mom told him.
Taking a shot.
No, Lewis definitely lived in door to lawn.
I lived in a
doubt.
basement apartment. You can't fall up the stairs. Oh, Chris or Tim, Chris or Tim, Chris or Tim. I feel like Chris just threw out any name.
Yeah, that's how
That's,
I
that's,
feel.
the
That's
reason, that's the
why.
reason why I think it might be Chris here.
Yeah, there's no
Chrissy,
conviction.
is this you?
No, I told you. I feel like I thought it was Lewis because I think you're so good at this.
Oh
and
God,
you
that
just throw
smile's
people
dreamy. I have to believe him.
Christ, is
No,
so handsome.
look
every time I
away,
see him.
Lewis.
off. You know me.
Hold on, Chris, is it you? Oh, I can.
No, it's honestly not. That would be funny if it was. You don't think I would have? You don't think you would have heard? I've told every story about my father. I don't have any more material.
That's it. My final vote is Tim Dillon. I saw Tim smirk. I feel like he was trying to hide something.
Son of a
there.
bitch, I can't pull mine back.
Here it is. Tim Dillon
It's a
is
big
my
risk.
final answer. That's my instinct. Alex, all of our answers are in.
That story belongs to Chrissy D.
Timmy,
Yes.
you're good.
Yes.
They're
Tim,
good.
can I tell you right now? You led me there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, dude, that guy fell right down the stairs. My mother said I was born at 8:34 a.m. August 26, 1984. They said my dad came in like 8:05 a.m. bleeding from his knees. They said my uncle called him and he like woke up at 7 a.m. Mom was in labor and he fell down the concrete steps of my house in Ridgewood and just in a cab, 2 broken full casts. Yeah. That's what he said. And then my mother moved me to the Amish country shortly after for our safety. That's a true story.
Great story.
Great story.
Alex, where are our points at?
All right, on the scoreboard with 2 points each, Louis J. Gomez, Big J. Oakerson, Dan Soder, and Chris Distefano. And in the lead with 4 points, Tim Dillon.
D.
Getting it.
It's early.
Yeah.
It's early. Right
Very
now.
early in the
It's
game.
early right now.
Fuck, this is fun.
Alex, story number 3.
Story number 3. Before Easy Pass, I was driving with no cash and couldn't get the toll arm to raise. I caused a huge traffic jam and had to beg them to open it on the intercom while everyone was honking at me.
Well,
I feel like Tim or Lewis.
no,
I'm going to say Lewis.
No, I'm going to say not Lewis because he only got his license when he was 38.
Yeah, you're right.
No.
This
So
is-
they didn't have them.
that-
No, he had
I didn't start making money until I was 40.
No, but Lewis drove before that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He drove. He just did. He wasn't.
I drove
he
from-
didn't have
I
a legal
feels
license.
very
He didn't have a
Lewis.
license. He had
I drove
keys.
from 16 to 19, then I moved to New York City when I was 19, and then I didn't get my
Hold
license
on.
again until I was 39.
It's I can hear the honk, like the honking, and you going, "What do you fucking want me to do?"
I'm trying to get a hold of
I fucking do. You got money? Got money?
It can't be Dan because they didn't have Easy Pass in Colorado.
Yeah, what are you going
That's
to drive
New York,
to?
New Jersey.
Another farm?
Yeah.
What do they have, like mountain passes?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, you
some
got
local
to
thing?
pay a prospector.
When did
Boulder
Easy,
Pass.
When did Easy Pass come out?
20, 30 years. I mean, I feel like it's always been out Easy
Look at Tim. This is good acting. This is the acting from Tim right here.
Yeah. Why did he volunteer that? I don't know, Sherlock Holmes.
That was.
Riddle me this.
I could feel your heart beating faster right now, like Daredevil.
It's this kind of acting that garnered you the part
listening to
in the
you.
horror film Thanksgiving.
Again, I made $3,500.
Yeah. But you got the SAG health insurance.
Did they let you keep, when they decapitated you, they let you
I have
keep your
the head.
prosthetic head?
I have
Nice.
the head.
I wanted to ask you
I have
that.
the head.
That's awesome.
I gave it to President Trump. Joe Rogan presented it for me to President Trump. It's not me. I understand why people think it's me.
It
but
does feel like Lewis is just. It
feels like a Lewis move.
It's a Lewis move because number one, he has no cash. He doesn't know he has any cash because he's.
Yeah, it's another person's problem.
And it wouldn't be Tim because Tim would just drive right through the arm.
I'd go through it.
He wouldn't stop
I'd go
at all.
through it.
Yeah.
I'd go through it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
but
if they said, why'd you
maybe
do that? I said, I'm fighting
By the
anti-Semitism.
way, I mean, Big J is very quiet right now, which is not. It's not a Jay tell to be super quiet. Jay's usually loud and throwing it at other people.
This is a Jay
But
story.
I think he
and
knows
I know
his
it.
tells now.
And I
Jay's
know-
been driving since he was 19 years old to New York City, back and forth between Philly.
Right,
It's
right.
true.
He's been driving through tolls more than
And he was
anybody
doing
knows.
a spot, and he didn't think that he didn't have the cash for whatever reason.
And it was all cash then.
And it was all cash, but he didn't have any of it for whatever reason.
Oh, and you're going with it. I don't know. God damn it! I was so sure it was Lewis.
No, it's going to be Jay. It's
I
Jay
think this
Oakerson.
is Jay. I really think it's Big Jay.
Have at it.
I think it's Big J.
Jay's trying to not do his tells that he got from the AI guy right now. He's just like, have at
Who's
it.
Jay?
Well, I'm not going to say honestly. this
Jay's
isn't
been
me.
driving a long time.
Jay's been driving a very long time.
Yeah.
Bad move, Dan.
I'm trusting my instincts on Lewis.
My marker's dead.
That's it.
It could also be Lewis. I hope it's Jay.
Well, it's Tim.
It's not. I'm 19 years old right now. I started driving 2 years ago.
Live your truth.
I'm going Big J Oakerson. Final answer. That was my first instinct.
Alex, lay it on these fucks.
That story belongs to Dan Soder.
What the fuck?
Oh my God!
Insane.
That's wild.
Damn.
That's insane.
Dude.
It's called a
Was
toll.
before-
It's a toll pass.
Was
E470.
you motherfucker? You got yourself out of it with that. That's a little bit of a flim flam right
Well,
there.
no, hold on.
Yeah.
There's no lie here. You just said before Easy
Yeah,
Easy
yeah.
Pass.
Before
yeah.
the era, as I was saying, you used before Easy Pass
Yeah,
as an era, like
He could
BC.
have said before the movie Independence Day, and it would
Right.
be on the up and up.
So you
Oh,
lied
my
about
God.
it being called Easy Pass?
It was it was like E470 pass or whatever, but it was a tollway. I was gonna put tollway, but
That shouldn't count because he lied in his story.
Well, no. Let me say this. There's no lie here. It was before Easy
It was
Pass.
before the.
it was before
yeah.
Easy Pass.
Oh,
was
yeah,
never
yeah,
going.
yeah.
Before Easy Pass, you think about New York.
Yes, that's what it was.
It was a slick
That's
move.
the thing.
It was a
was
slick
a slick
move.
He's a sneaky fuck.
But it's above board. I'll tell you right now.
I get it.
It all
Actually
checks
smart.
out.
I make up the rules as we go. It's above
Tim, why
board.
don't you tell your friends in the Trump administration about my cool moves?
Yeah.
Ooh,
So-
you flim flammed us.
So what happened? They let you through, Dan?
Oh, dude. Yeah, it was a scene. It was like 5 cars. One of them was a giant truck, and it was off E470, which is
Oh,
like.
you know that guy's looking for a
And it
reason.
was like the honking of trying to talk in an intercom was going, "Ha." And I'm going, I don't have any cash. I was like 17. I was like, I don't have any cash. I was like, "Ha, ha." And I was like, you just please let me through. Please let me through. And then they fucking, oh man. It's very embarrassing.
Alex, where are our points at after
Damn.
3
Damn.
rounds?
They didn't even fold you.
That was slick.
It fooled me, and I'm actually ashamed.
Dan just pulled ahead.
All right, on the scoreboard, tied for last place, I have Louis J. Gomez, Big J. Oakerson, and Chris Distefano.
It's all good. It's early.
I know.
In second place,
yeah, but this is usually where I max out.
in second place with 4 points, Tim Dillon. And in
All
the
right.
lead with 6 points, Dan Soder.
Swift moves. Swift moves.
Yeah. That was a big one.
It's getting intense. Dan, you are inching closer to a brand new copy of The Light Within the Light, portraits of Donald Hall, Richard Wilbur, Maxine Kumin, and Stanley Kunitz. This collection presents a nuanced examination of the intertwining of life and art in the lives of Hall, Wilbur, Kumin, and Kunitz. Bram captures the essence of each poet's journey, highlighting their contributions to American poetry and their individual philosophies. The narratives underscore the resilience and adaptability required to sustain a lifelong commitment to the craft.
Like that.
I have
You
a
can
question.
taste it. You can taste it.
I don't want to get too excited.
Are these three girls that don't know what the show is? Are you guys having a good time? Fuck yeah, great. 3 new fans
I
right
thought
here.
one of them just woke back up. She went,
What? Yeah.
By the way, that did seem like that.
Wendy?
No, don't turn it off. I'm still watching that.
yeah.
What?
Is Tim to go up yet?
Guys, let's take a quick moment and thank Crowd Health for being a supporter of today's show. The truth is, health insurance is broken. My health insurance is so fucking expensive. Premiums are increasing, deductibles are getting larger, and claim denials are happening all the time, way more common. The headache of health insurance is exactly why Crowd Health was created. It's not health insurance. It's a better way to pay for healthcare through crowdfunding. Crowd Health gives their members the freedom to efficiently and affordably break free from the antiquated insurance system and into healthcare options that fit your needs.
The insurance companies don't give you the peace of mind that you need. Crowd Health does. That's why your $50 a month membership includes the tools and services you need to get the highest quality health care. You get access to telemedicine visits, discounted prescriptions, and a whole bunch more without doctors' networks messing things up. You'll also have access to your own personal health care advocate who will help you navigate the complexities of the health events and even help you negotiate the bills to make it easier on you. And of course, you'll join the crowd, a group of members just like you who want to help pay for each other's unexpected medical events.
It's time that you opt out of restricted health insurance plans and let Crowd Health help fit your healthcare needs. Get started today for just $50 a month. Go to joincrowdhealth.com/wars, WARZ, to get healthcare you deserve. Once again, go to joincrowdhealth.com/WARZ to get the healthcare that you deserve.
Crowd Health is not insurance. Learn more at joincrowdhealth.com. That's joincrowdhealth.com/wars. Let's get back into it.
Alex, story number 4.
Story number 4. My best friend and I tricked his developmentally disabled aunt into thinking we were kidnapped by leaving a ransom note for her.
This is the definition of Tim Dillon.
This is 100%.
This is on his Wikipedia.
This is 100. This is his Macaulay Culkin in The Good Son.
I mean, this couldn't
I
be.
never spent time with anyone who's developmentally disabled.
Yes.
In my life.
Yes,
No, it's true.
and his developmentally disabled aunt is on Kill Tony next week.
Golden ticket.
No, it seems like me, but no, nobody I knew was like a person.
Well, see, that's...
No, and I wish I did know more, but I just didn't.
Let me tell you that Lewis knows how to play this game.
As well as autism and all that.
And he would never... Lewis in life would never say developmentally disabled, but he knows if you said his aunt, we would just think it was Lewis because he was going.
No, it's clearly Lewis because he's probably in contact with those types.
Absolutely. I don't even think he knew those types were those types till he got around other people.
He goes, you guys ever been around sharper people? These people are so cunning.
Do you know you can get friends your age that don't lick your face?
I mean, guys,
I mean,
this
it feels
story
No, I always
screams
tried to
Tim
make
Dillon.
I always tried to make friends with people who were like doing good.
Even
No,
so,
but your
wouldn't hang
friend.
out. I
your-
wouldn't hang out with
Tim.
people
In the
that are, like,
story, your
retarded.
friend is doing good. It's his development. I can't even say it.
And that's why
Developmentally
you had
disabled
someone
aunt.
look it up before you submitted it.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't hang out with someone's developmental.
even the grammar though of it, my best friend and I.
This just
That's not Louis Gomez.
No
doesn't
way.
talk like
I
that.
said me and my buddy.
That's not the
Here's the
kind of
thing.
grammar they have at the
Lewis
Aurora,
is
Colorado
smart.
School
Lewis
District.
is most
I don't know,
likely.
dude. This sounds like a guy with a dad with 2 broken legs. He goes, "You want to play ransom note?" They go, "What's ransom note, Chris?" He
Yeah.
goes, "You know the
There's
retarded
nothing-
aunt."
My developmentally disabled aunt is just more recent. It's just Giannis is more recent.
That's it.
The kids were taken. That's it.
I said Lewis. I think he had someone write it for him, or
I don't think Lewis had a
smart.
best friend.
Lewis is smarter than you think.
He goes, "You don't say that." It's an imaginary friend.
This is a Lewis move for sure. But I feel like I would have heard this.
It screams Tim Dillon though.
Yeah, Lewis being involved in a ransom note.
If I knew a developmentally or person, I would have done this, but I didn't know anybody.
I know, but
I would have done it.
Although I do have to say though, a situation like this does sound like some just Philly trash shit to do,
Yeah.
and that's
Oh,
Big
it's
J.
the trash.
And that's Big J.
Yes.
Right?
Good
Okay.
argument.
Yeah.
I'm probably going Jay, but I still think it's Lewis.
I think Tim is there's a whole fucking wall of lies happening before our very eyes.
I haven't lied one time on the show. Think about it. I have not lied
That
one
is
time
also
on
true,
this show.
but that's the game. So I feel like at this
No,
point,
the game is to be an honest person, not say, "Oh, easy pass is not here."
Tim,
Whatever line.
let's not do this.
All right.
Let's not throw mud at how each other gets points.
I mean, I could also, by the way, Dan Soder, he's a little bit of a trickster. I can see you and your buddies
Stop
doing this,
this.
thinking this was funny when you were
First
kids.
off, I have the kidnapped voice. I wouldn't need to know.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, the note would be a
I go,
waste.
we have your son, you bitch. Hey, dum dum. Hey, dum dum. Where's Rory and Dan?
She's the marble. She's the marble.
If you ever want to see the bag of M&Ms we took from you. She goes, you took those M&Ms.
If you ever want to see your pudding again.
Yeah. This is Tim Dillon.
I think it's Tim.
I'm going to go with Lewis or Jay.
It does sound like a Philly dirtbag shit,
I'm
though.
going to go with Jay. I wish it was me because this is hilarious, but I didn't know any developmentally disabled people or retarded people.
Alice can change
I
words.
didn't.
But I would have wrote my best friend and I tricked his goofball aunt.
Yeah, but then we would have
Yeah,
known.
we know
but
it's
then
you.
we
We
know.
would've known.
This is your book report language.
Yeah, sure.
Dude,
Hey, let me
I
By the way,
gotta go
Jay
Jay.
recently learned to change the way he says things. We went through this with
This
the recent
is
episode.
gloves.
I've never
This
played
is
the game.
gloves off dress shirt, Jay.
Whatever,
I'm sticking with my
doggy.
original gut choice
This guy.
of Timmy D.
Untrue. Untrue.
Tim.
Alex, did you change the wording of this at all?
She works
I'm
for
no
you.
longer answering that question on the
Damn! Oh!
Girl, get it. You let him go to
everyone-
space for 11 minutes.
Slay. Slay, bitch.
Next thing you know, they're fucking yapping about the rules.
Everyone is voting Tim right now.
Interesting.
I don't like that you lay in the cut like this.
Sometimes I lay in the cut.
Okay.
when he's guilty.
Yes.
He does do this when he's guilty sometimes. The guy told me.
The robot man?
The robot AI guy told me.
This could be a Chris fucking D story
It's
again.
not. I promise.
It
Dude, I used to be a
does-
physical
it
therapist. I would never do this.
As
to
I
disabled
think
people.
of
I would try
anybody
to get their
doing
money.
this, I think it could be genuinely anybody on this panel.
But it is Tim.
It's not me. I'll tell you, you're gonna just keep losing.
I feel like Tim's being very honest right now.
I'm
looking
being
at it,
1,000% honest.
Tim seems like I think this is Chris fucking D.
Christy.
I think this is Chrissy.
See how excited he was to tell you with somebody else?
Let's see.
No,
It's not
I'm
me.
not excited at all.
Alex, all of our answers are in.
That story belongs to Tim Dillon.
Of course it does. Of course it does. Of course.
Developmentally disabled? You couldn't spell that. If someone was going to kill James, you wouldn't even be able to. There's nothing. Are you crazy?
Oh, boy.
Wait, do I lose or I lose?
You
still?
just know you won 1 point because you tricked me.
Oh, I got a point from you.
From me.
All right,
You did a
thank
good job.
Tim, you
Oh, that
looked
was
me
good.
right in the eyes. That was so honest the way you were talking to me.
Yeah, how's
said,
my
"I
acting
believe-"
now, bitch.
I really believed him.
Yeah.
I saw you were hurt.
So what happened to the story, Tim? Did she believe you guys?
Her name was Denise. We called her Doink after the name of the clown in Tekken. And she called his mother and started crying because she was really stupid and she thought we had been kidnapped.
Who wrote the note?
Me and my friend.
Did you guys do the thing where you cut out the letters from magazines?
No, we just wrote it like crazy.
Yeah.
She was that dumb.
Also, Doink was a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
It was not. They
Well,
used
you
him
know
in
what I
Tekken.
mean. You know what I mean. Whatever.
That you're so gay.
Whatever it is. I'm sorry. Maybe if you spent less time playing video games and more with human people, you would have known you just got bad.
Fuck! I can't believe I fumbled that. It was so obviously Tim. Alex, where are our points at after 4 rounds?
All right, in last place with 2 points, Louis J. Gomez.
Right.
Damn, dude.
Tied for 3rd place with 4 points each, Big J. Oakerson and Chris Distefano.
If I beat Lewis, that should count as a win for me. All right.
In 2nd place with 5 points, Tim Dillon.
Fighting.
And in the lead with 8 points, Dan Soder.
Dan can smell that book right now.
I fucking need it so bad.
Well, you know what? I want to make things interesting. Since I previously won in September, I'd like to do double points.
Oh, shit.
What? Hold on. What does that mean?
They told me, tell them.
You're allowed. So in the Jay, you want to explain what it exactly is?
Sure. I could explain it to you. For the final 4 stories, before if you fooled somebody, you'd get 1 point. If you guessed the correct story, you got 2 points. Now that goes double points.
Because I won. That's it.
Oh man.
There's double points.
And if you win, you get to say it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Who said it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're Story Warriors. So, also, before we get into our second half, we're going to do plugs real quick. Tim, obviously, brand new special right now available on Netflix. I'm Your Mother.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Killing
Go
it.
watch that
In the
now.
top 10 tonight.
It's 9, but we're getting beat right now by the Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
So go home and watch it, please. Let's put
dude.
those autists in their place. RFK! RFK!
It's in the vaccines. It's in the vaccines.
Anything else to plug, Tim? Chris, what are you plugging, my friend?
For me, you guys, what do I got? I got a special out on Hulu, and then
Hilarious.
Yes, hilarious. And then I made a critical mistake, and I booked myself at Madison Square Garden, the arena, on September 11th. And that show, yes, thank you. And that show has now rightfully been moved downstairs to the theater. So you could see me in the basement of Madison Square Garden where I belong. So you go to ChristyComedy.com, and people are getting refunds like hotcakes, so there are tickets available, folks. And my manager is at Coachella. So there you have it.
Only Burning Man would be worse. My manager's at the burn.
Daniel. Just dansoder.com. I'm on the road.
Hell yeah. Big J?
BigJComedy.com for all my dates, everybody. I'm all over the place. Second half of my Double Cryberg special. Well, this will be out when this comes out, right?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. It is. When's this come out? This
This
week?
comes out Monday, yeah.
Nope, won't be up. Yep.
Yeah, you're
it's out.
420.
Yeah, 420 it came out. Second half of them, they out 420. Please support that shit. Everyone made the first one. We got over 1 million on the first part, so please, let's fucking do it again. Thank you all so much. Listen to The Bonfire, and of course, the flagship show right here, Gas Digital, the legendary Legion of Skanks.
Come see me on the road. The Bring 5 Friends tour coming to a city near you. Please bring 5 friends to any of these dates. It'd be pretty sick if you guys did that. American Comedy Company in San Diego next weekend. I'm going to be in Houston the week after that. I'm going to Europe at the end of May. Go to lewisofskanks.com. I'm touring every weekend until I film my next special in July in Tampa. So get those tickets. And if you love this show, you should know that we do an uncensored and ad-free version of the show every Monday night. It's a pre-release before it goes anywhere else. You get Story Warz uncensored ad-free at gasdigital.com. We also have an on-demand library that's thousands of episodes deep, and there's probably about 20 episodes of Story Warz that you can't get anywhere else. Use the promo code WARS with a Z, and you save $1.50 a month. You get the premium service, and you get to support this show. It's the #1 way to support the show. And check out my other podcast, The Regs, that I do with Dan Soder and Joe Liss and maybe Bobby Kelly. And yeah, that's it. Sick.
Oh, yeah. Here's where it gets interesting. Alex, story number 5.
Story number 5. I ran for student council treasurer in 5th grade and lost.
Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
This is where it all began, dude.
Yes.
This is. I'm not a Fed. That's like a Fed move.
True.
Right.
It was a Fed move.
Well,
I was an actor. I didn't have time. Literally.
Lewis would try to get in student government.
Yeah, Lewis loves power.
I did a lot of weird things. I really did. I was in chess club. I was in musical theater. I was in all these things that you wouldn't expect me to be in.
Oh, I know you were in musical theater. Chess surprised me.
Yeah.
But musical theater, I know that about.
I didn't know how to play chess, and I joined the chess club.
Did you do good?
No, I never won a single match. I don't know how to play to this day.
Why did you join?
I just know how the pieces move.
Why did you join the?
Because
club?
I thought it'd be hilarious to join chess club.
What
was going to be the punchline?
Yeah.
The punchline was like, "Look, I'm in chess club." Ooh.
I go, and so play me. Okay. This guy goes right here.
Treasurer, there's only one Jew on this panel right now. Big J. Oakerson.
Yeah.
I'm looking over at you.
Yeah, but
You think I ever wanted to get involved in student government?
Maybe.
Never once. The only thing I ever did school activity wise like that was I joined the safety patrol because they let you leave 15 minutes or so before school was over.
do a
Count
sweep.
money.
Do a sweep.
No, to
Yeah.
go.
To what? To do what?
I'll tell you exactly to do what. You stay on the fucking
Get the
corner.
pedophiles going after you.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the
I
kids
run
leave
decoy.
safely.
I run decoy. They send me out there with my fucking voluptuous curves. They go,
Whoa, who's this fuckable fat kid?
And then, and then I just run like in a figure 8 through the neighborhood trying to keep them off the tail.
Can you imagine, by the way, like the pedophiles chasing after Chris and Dan, and they go, Jay Oakerson and Tim Dillon will distract them, and the pedophile's like, what?
Oh, wait.
We're so cushy.
Yeah.
But safety patrol, you'd leave and then you'd be the person. It was stupid.
They give you a yellow banner, right?
It was a dumb orange. It was a dumb idea because in my mind I was doing I hated school so much that I was like I can get out of
get
school
out of it
15
early.
minutes early.
Yeah.
But you have to stay like a half hour past to do this when it's a red light, as if nobody can understand red lights.
Right.
You have to do this, and then when it's green, you drop your arms and go ahead.
What if a guy plows through the safety squad?
Well, I was the front line for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dunk, dunk. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was my job, I guess, to take the hit. I guess I had to take the brunt if it did go down.
All right, we'll send Jay Oakerson out there. The teacher goes,
Yeah, that kid's a fucking tank. This safety thing's digging into my fucking tit meat.
Christine,
that thing, he'll at least stop a Saturn.
Chris went to college. He was a good student, good kid.
Yeah.
I can
But
see this
fifth
being
grade,
him.
dude, I literally thought I could make the NBA. When I was in 5th grade, I swear to God, when I was in 5th grade, I used to get a mushroom haircut from Supercuts. And then
Shout out to
I
number
swear
8.
to God, dude, and then I would ask my cousin downstairs to braid it because I wanted to be. So I would get the Supercut haircut from my mom, and then my cousin would braid it, and I would go shoot jump shots.
Could
at
your
Farmers
cousin
Over
braid
Park.
it?
Yeah, my cousin's Puerto Rican girl. Yeah, she would just braid my hair.
Oh.
And so I would say, yeah, I played ball. I don't even think I went to Catholic school. I don't think we had a student council.
Dan was ripping butts by this point. He doesn't give a shit about politics.
No.
I was acting. I was on a tour.
Tim was also ripping
Also
butts, but they were
fifth.
different butts.
I was ripping butts.
They were producer
But I
butts.
was touring on a tour, which you guys know about, 5th and 6th grade. I was acting. I was like barely in school.
Yeah, but you guys could have had some like floating government, a
that's
child
what,
actor.
We had a floating government. That's what we had.
They go, why don't it be fun? Actor kids are like, we should make our own government. And they go, oh.
My initial instinct on this one, which I'm going to stick with, is Luis J. Gomez.
You're an idiot.
I think he
I'm gonna
tries
go
to
with
jump
Jay.
in.
You're a fool.
Well, if you say so. I don't think I'm a fool at all.
I think you're gonna give a bunch of points right now to Chris fucking D. That's what I think's happening.
Christy could also be the one.
I think this is Chris.
It could very much be
I don't think
Chris.
that Tim would lie to me twice in one game.
I'm not going to lie.
I do think it's Lewis.
I really think it's Chris.
Dan, he showed his mind's work on his. I wish that we had a camera on that to see. You made something that wasn't a letter. You
Well,
turned like a T into a C.
Yeah, I was going to just edit it because I was going to go Tim. And then I was like,
It's not
no,
me. You're
Tim.
an idiot, dude. We're giving
Chris.
points.
Why do
away.
you care?
Chris.
This is crazy.
Because I want to win.
Why do you care?
Because Dan's in the lead. What if it's Dan? Oh, if it's Dan.
I think it's actually Chris now, but I put
Nobody
Lewis.
voted Dan. Nobody voted Dan. Dan's gonna pull ahead.
I fucking wish, bro.
All right.
Everyone's
I wish
in.
I was in the government.
Alex.
It's okay.
That story belongs to Tim Dillon.
You lied again. You lied again, you son of a bitch.
See?
I
knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
You got me.
I
The
knew it,
acting
dude.
thing got me.
See? I know it, dude.
You
Tim's-
really.
This is why Lewis doesn't trust men.
Yes.
You lied right to my face twice in one game.
He said out loud, Tim wouldn't lie to me twice.
Remember when I told you I need advances from Gas Digital to pay my rent, and then I would take a photo of like a lobster I bought with it?
This is it. This is who you are.
Oh, yeah.
Who won the student council treasurer
A
position?
girl named Andrea Zuckerman, who's Zucker something, and she was like,
Of course you're trying to cook the.
Feldman. That's right, Andrea Feldman, and she had red hair, and she won.
knew it.
And now we're killing a lot of people in Gaza.
Butterfly effect.
That's what happens. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
Dude.
now that fat kid's a goth.
I love
and
that, like,
Ashton
everyone-
Kutcher's girlfriend's a meth addict.
Everybody wants to be like student council president and shit, and then Tim's like, I'll control the books.
You thought of him first, Tim. You said Tim right away, and you got swayed, dude.
Fuck.
I
told
thought
you
it was
wasn't
you.
me.
Yeah, I thought it was
to
going to
my
be
guns.
Chris. I thought it was going to be you too. I thought maybe your father taught you how to cook the books or something.
That's exactly it.
That's true.
He's like, that's my. He always does stuff with voiceovers when he's remembering it. That's my dad. He taught me.
I'm getting my fucking dick kicked in right now, Alex.
We all are.
Ah, fuck. Tim might have just caught up to me.
On the
Might have.
scoreboard, in last place with 2 points,
Wow,
Louis
dude.
J. Gomez.
You should even.
Oh, damn, Tim. I forgot double points.
With 4 points, Big J. Oakerson. Tied with 8 points each, Dan Soder and Chris Distefano. And in the lead with 11 points, Tim Dillon.
There he is.
Son of a bitch.
That was a big move.
It's your week, buddy. It is your week.
Wow.
This is it.
I hope House Hunters takes your number 9th spot on Netflix.
Don't say that. It's gonna happen now.
The algorithm's listening.
Ah, fuck.
All right, let's take a quick moment to thank Mando for supporting today's show. We love Mando's whole body deodorant. It really is great. If you're a Story Wars fan, Gas Digital fan in general, you're probably a smelly piece of shit. And Mando has you.
You're definitely fat fuck.
You have a lot of pockets and crevices in your body that probably just fester with stink.
And if you don't, your fucking sister does. Big.
Look, Mando has you covered literally and figuratively. This is total body deodorant, not just for your armpit, but any of those little crevices and pits on your body, whether it's your package, your grundle, your butt crack, your feet. You can use it literally anywhere. I love their amazing scents. The bourbon leather is literally my favorite scent at all. I don't wear anything else. It's like wearing confidence in a scent, Jet.
Ooh, la la. I like smelling like a strap. That's nice. For the best deals, go right now to shopmando.com, and new customers, this is an awesome deal. You get the Mando starter pack, which is perfect. It includes a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, and 2 free products of your choice, like a mini body wash or our favorite, the deodorant wipes.
Deodorant wipes. You get off a flight or out of a car ride for a long time, just grab some deodorant wipes, wipe your balls down, wipe your pits down. You're good, baby boy.
Also, you get a special offer for our listeners. If you use the code WARS at checkout, you'll get $5 off that starter pack, which is over 40% off.
What a deal. Go to shopmando.com, use that promo code WARS with a Z, and save that money today. Start smelling good, start feeling good. Just be a better you, you piece of shit. All right, where were we?
Alex, story number 6. Anybody's game still.
Story number 6. One year, I failed a class and had to go to summer school.
Lewis.
Then I had to switch summer schools because I was violently threatened on the first day.
This is a Chris or Jay story.
This side seems like a Jay. Jay went to school with black people. Black people violently threatened
Smart.
Big J.
Yeah.
Well, this is summer school, but all right.
This feels like a Chrissy D story.
No, I never went to summer school, man. My mom made me go to school. She was I could not be how my dad turned out.
I went to summer school 1 year, but I was not violent. I was doing the violent threatening.
Right.
Yeah, but maybe you just change your perspective for the points.
This is his easy pass moment.
Is it possible Soder went to summer school?
I did go to summer school.
Okay.
But I was not violently threatened.
You think Dan was a great student?
He wasn't saying that. I don't know why you're going to be mean about it.
I went to
Tim
summer
is
school
too smart
year.
for summer school.
No, I went to summer school. But
Oh, you
I
did?
Yeah, but they wouldn't let me. I wouldn't be able to. You can't. First of all, how do you switch summer schools?
Yeah.
Where do you go? Go to another district?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, because it was.
What other summer school do you go to?
Summer schools were
You're
all-
going to be threatened in every summer school.
Yeah. That is true, though, because it all filtered into one school.
Yeah, summer school was not. Every district didn't have their own summer school. I don't know how that even
Well, where
works.
did you go to school, Chris? Queens?
Yeah, Archbishop Malloy. That's right.
All right.
Let's go Cougars.
There it is. Come to the meetings Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I'm not. This is just off instinct, off pure instinct. Off pure instinct. I feel like it's Chris.
Nope.
I feel like his parents made him leave.
That's how
He
I
said
was
he was
feeling.
threatened. His parents made him leave. He didn't probably want to leave, but they were like, "You're not going to get in a fight. You're not going to fuck it up." I'm thinking it's Chris.
No.
This also
Look
could
at
be
Chris's
Lewis.
face right now.
No.
He's can't real. It is Chris.
He's
telling
just
you all,
pointing.
I say, no.
It
He's
is
just
Chris.
pointing for some
No, it's
reason.
absolutely
inaccurate.
Chris.
You know what? And it could be
you know
Tim.
what?
No,
Actually,
it's Chris.
not me.
It's fully Chris.
He goes, I think we have a clip of it.
Yeah.
Can we go to the clip?
Chris can't say any words. He's just pointing over.
No,
at
yeah,
something.
It's fully Chris.
He goes, there's not school in the summer.
No, because I think it was Tim because he switched
okay.
he switches summer schools because he tells the school that his disabled aunt was
Yes, that's
kidnapped,
right.
and that's what it is.
It's Chris.
It's not me. I swear
It's
to God.
Chris.
Chris
I
is
mean,
always
Tim
having
is
reflections.
Tim is making a great point right now.
Yeah, but also
Chrissy Day.
Tim is smarter than all of us.
No, it's not true. That's
This
not
is like
true.
fucking-
Tim could want us all to vote wrong, so he can
Tim's
stay
the
in the lead.
scientist and we're the chimps.
I do not believe you. Listen, I think it's Chris.
I think it's Big J because that's again.
No, it's absolutely Chris.
It's
There's
a
no,
Jewish
uh,
thing.
it's
It's
no
Chris.
fucking-
It's
a
Chris.
Jewish thing.
no
It's
fucking
Chris.
It's not.
It's Chris. Let's go.
accusation
It's
of
not.
Big J.
You guys are gonna
Wild
feel dumb.
move.
You guys are
Wild
gonna
move.
feel dumb when it's
Maybe.
not me.
Maybe.
Watch this.
What,
Big
Lewis,
J.
Lewis, what are you writing?
Amy. Chris.
Amy,
Tell
hungry.
me, it's not.
Amy.
I never went to summer school.
Happy.
You can ask my mom.
Big
My
Jason.
vote is
That's
Big
right.
Jason.
Because it's a Jewish thing to do.
Big J went. I know that I am.
Big Jason is a country star.
It sounds like I'm being
What's up,
racist,
ladies?
but I believe that Jay went.
ever been
Jay went to
with
school in fucking Philly. It was
Yep.
a
Yeah, but
very
you know
ghetto
what?
area.
Nobody's taking Jay out of a Philly school for this. Think of where Jay went to school. Who's switching Jay to another school? Think about it. They're going to Jay and going deal with it, unless I'm totally wrong, which I could be. But it feels like this is a Bishop Malloy thing. This is not a Philly thing.
My mother would tell me to deal with it for sure.
This is not a Philly thing.
No,
Jay's mother.
Jay's had a lot of problems with being bullied,
Also,
people beating him
if
up.
this happened to Jay, they'd just send him to
I didn't
Bel
have a
Air.
problem being bullied at all.
Jay's a real pussy, is what
Not
I'm
me.
saying.
Lock it in, bro.
It's not me.
Locking it in, Big J Oakerson.
That
Alex?
story belongs to Big J Oakerson.
It's a Jewish thing to do.
I've lost all respect for Philadelphia.
Yeah. Told you.
Oh, you're so big when you win a Super. Oh, fuck.
Jay, what happened here?
I had to go to summer school one year, and they send you to actual Overbrook High School is where summer school was. I went to a school called Lamberton that was shitty, but Overbrook High School was where we had to go. That's the school where Fresh Prince got in the one little fight and his mom got scared.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Where they'll pick you up and spin you around.
Did your mom go like this before? Oh, yeah.
You're moving with your father in Canton, Ohio. He doesn't want you, so you're coming back.
He fucking Jazzy Jeffed you out of
No, so I had to go to Overbrook, and my mom dropped me off in the morning, and it was, I don't know what the reverse of the turd in the punch bowl is, but that's what it was, as I was the only white face in this entire place.
Oh, my little piece of Parmesan.
I mean, and I always remember the kid, his name was John Walden. I saw the first, black friend of mine, school friend, at the top of the steps, and I was like, oh, nice, like a friendly face. And I was like, John. And he went and ignored me. And then I kind of waited outside. And then, yeah, I was like, and I think I had more of like okay. Like, oh, I didn't want to. So like, then they let us all in. They let us all into the school. And then there was somewhere I found out right away, like, my class wasn't for like an hour or so. So I was there way early, and they go, but you can't just linger in the school for the hour. You got to go outside.
Uh-oh.
So I went back outside, and I called my mom from the phone. There's no cell phones. I called her from the pay phone in the school. I was like, hey, can you come get me? Because I don't want to hang out around here for an hour. Like, we'll get breakfast or something, please. And she was like, all right, fine. But she goes, but come to the curb because I'm not stopping. And
she goes, this neighborhood's crazy.
It was bad. It's a bad neighborhood. And so I was waiting on the corner. And then while I was waiting for her, a car pulled up with loud music and weed smoke billowing out of it. And the guy in the driver's seat, it's 4 people in the car. And the guy in the driver's seat goes, yo, my man, come here. They were black. He goes, yeah, my man, come here. And I go over like a doofus. I'm like, and he goes, nah, come here. And I put my head like almost through the window.
Oh, no.
And then he reaches over his passenger and grabs me and pulls me into the window. He goes, yo, you got some money for me? And I went, no. And he goes, but you're going to have some tomorrow, right? And I was like, yes. And he goes, and you're going to have some for me every day for the rest of the summer, aren't you? And I went, uh-huh. And then he goes, yeah. And he let me go and he drove away. And then my mom pulled up and my lip was quivering. I was like, and I got in the car and she was like, what's wrong? And I was like, I can't go back here. Or you have to give me money to give to a guy every day.
She was like, you're going to have to become school treasurer.
So
to get that money.
Siphon it. Siphon it to him.
You're going to have to skim off the top, baby. So it cost, my other friend was in summer school that year, and his mom paid for him to go to it was like $100, and you would get the summer school credit, but you went to one classroom with every kid. It didn't matter what you were there for, PE, history, it didn't matter. You were sitting in there, and it was a black dude with so many prefixes and suffixes on his name. It was like Dr. Reverend something, Esquire, DDS, Lutheran. And he didn't teach us anything except what he wanted to teach us. He would just say it was like prison knowledge. He was like, when the head of the mafia dies, the whole mafia fall apart. It's like the head of the snake. And then he would quiz us on that shit. And then we got credit for summer school.
Nice.
Jay comes out wearing one of those Muslim tops.
Goofy, I was like, you see, Mom.
He goes, nah.
What I should have done was spoken to that man about his inquiry into my money, my financials. I should have said it is my money, but if we need a community, I would share it if it would come back to me tenfold, brother.
Good morning, beloved.
Assalamu alaikum, Mom.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
I love you, Mama.
Solid. Alex, after 6 rounds, it was a big shakeup just now. Big J got some points.
All right.
Where are our points at?
All right, everyone, on the scoreboard, in last place with 6 points, Luis J. Gomez.
Was a big round for you.
Tied for 3rd place with 8 points each, Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Fuck this game. Stupid. Oh, you're going to lie to me?
I was going to say together again, but I guess fuck this game.
Oh, no, I'm sorry,
No,
man.
I don't care.
Oh, baby, I'm sorry.
Baby, come on.
Baby, take those pants.
Come on now.
In 2nd place with 11 points, Tim Dillon.
Whoa.
Damn.
Wow.
And in the lead with 12 points, Chris Distefano.
Pulling it out. Archbishop Malloy, we come back. We don't go to summer school.
It is funny when the stories aren't about you and everyone's like, this piece of shit.
Like, it's got to be scumbag Chrissy.
Yeah. Oh, that story? That's this fucking
That was my first story night. Every story's been like, this seems like some Philly fuckface piece of shit.
We're like, you fucking Jew.
Alex, story number 7.
Story number 7. I was doing a bar show and I thought I saw one of my friends in the back of the room. I snuck through the crowd and surprised him by running up and tickling him. It wasn't my friend.
Chrissy D. This is so Chrissy D.
I thought Lewis. I
don't know. This is Chrissy D.
No, dude, Lewis is a tickler.
I am a tickler.
You can't piss. You can't.
Stop it.
Tickler
The
boy.
funniest part about Jay's looks like a tough guy. He's got gloves on.
Yeah.
He's so ticklish.
I'll
It's
pee.
adorable.
Yeah.
Stop, I'll pee. Don't make me pee. There's pretty girls.
No,
Is it
look, dude,
Lewis?
it's Lewis. Lewis tickled me in the green room today.
I do tickle.
yeah,
He's a tickle mom.
Yeah, but
Lewis, dude.
he's too upfront about it right now.
Dan, you
yeah.
don't seem like a ticklish fucking,
It's disgusting.
even a friend. To start with a tickle?
It's too much intimacy.
no.
Yeah.
Dan's got those long, gangly fingers.
I'm
You're too much
Nosferatu.
tickling.
I come across the shadow.
Tim, you're going to slide up behind somebody and tickle?
I have never acknowledged anyone that I have seen that's from my past. I've never acknowledged one person.
Tim
from
would
my
not
past.
tickle somebody.
I would not, if I saw someone I knew, I would be like, I don't even know you.
It just feels.
Why would I admit to some?
No, Tim's not a tickler.
Tim's not a tickler.
Tim's
Tim is
out.
the only person on this panel that has sex with men, and he's the straightest of us all. We're the
It is
only
true.
ones who would tickle, and
Hands
not
down.
Tim would never.
We are all way gayer than Tim.
This
Lewis,
is Chris,
are you
Chris,
just saying it
Chris
out loud?
Lewis.
Are you just serial killing it and just saying you did it?
No, it's not me. I am a tickler. I believe that this is Chris.
It's about the secret here is the friend. I saw one of my friends in the back of the room. Who's more likely to see a friend in the back of the room of a bar show?
And by the way, I never ever did bar shows. Ever.
Yeah, you did.
I ran my own shows. Never. I mean,
Poster
5
dog?
times in my life I did bar
Getting
shows.
booked on a bar show is hard.
That was his built-in excuse. So he goes, well, I mean, my bar shows, I wasn't
Right.
counting. Lewis will play games like this.
Yeah, because you're running.
Jay
a
didn't
show.
do bar shows.
You know what?
These
Sure I
these
did.
guys,
I absolutely did.
Soder
And
and
Dan-
Tim did a lot of bar
And
shows.
when
did a
Dan
lot.
was
I did
doing
a
bar
lot.
shows, he was drinking a lot.
That's
Maybe he was
right. That's
drunk
a
tickling.
fucking
You know what? I wasn't a
great
drunk
point.
Tickler. I wasn't a drunk tickler.
Yeah, you tickled
Hey,
Nate
I'm gonna
Bargatze.
go-
That's who it was. You thought it was Nate. It was some fucking.
First off,
lesbian.
you
You
don't
tickled
know.
Nate right into an Emmys hosting position.
He goes, oh, that feels so good. You're my best friend now. He goes, in Tennessee, that's how we make friends. Buddy, you just tickled your way into a best friendship.
This could be Dan or Chris, in my opinion.
I feel like
It
it's
ain't me,
you
dude.
or Chris. I feel like it's you, and you're just saying it out
You
loud.
can say it to me all you want. You're going to waste your points, my friend.
It is so hard.
Yeah. I do not believe this was Tim Dillon at all.
It wasn't me, but I think it was. I don't know. Do I see Lewis getting off the stage and running towards someone to tickle them, or do
Yes.
I see Chris doing it?
It's not the tickling.
Chris, I could see doing
It's
it.
the
but I
bar
could see
show is
both of
freaking me
them
out on
doing
Lewis. The
it.
bar show is freaking me out on Lewis because he's definitely the most likely to run up and tickle.
And that's something, but also that's something that he would put in to throw you off the scent.
Yeah. I was doing a bar show, and I thought I saw one of my friends in the back of the room. Lewis has New York City friends. Like Chris grew up in New York. Lewis grew up in Westchester, but I guess you could.
Rockland
still
County.
Rockland. Well, I know. I'm being nice. I don't know. Who do you think's more likely to see their friend in a bar?
I feel like this is a Lewis move.
I think it was Dan on his drinking days at a bar
No.
show.
I'm
I think
gonna go-
he thought it was Nate.
No.
I'm gonna go with Chris. I'll probably lose again, but should I go with Lewis?
It's either Soder or.
Should I go with Lewis?
You shouldn't go with me, Timmy. I wouldn't lie to you. I'm your real friend.
All right, I'm going with Lewis.
That's Lewis.
I'm
That's
go,
100% Lewis
I'm
right
gonna
there.
go with Lewis right now, but it could be Chris.
It's not me.
It's really not. Chris.
I'm telling you, it's Dan Soder. I'm positive
I don't
this
fucking
is Dan
tickle
Soder.
motherfuckers.
If it's Dan,
Yes, he does.
I don't know what
Colorado
to
No,
believe.
guys are
when
weird
Dan was
dudes.
drinking, Dan would tickle his friends,
Dan was
unquestionably.
drinking.
I never. When did I ever tickle you when I was drunk?
You never
Oh,
tickled
you
me. I'm
were
saying
a
you were
hammer
you were a
tickler.
fucking you were a problem
Yep.
when you were drunk.
When
No,
you
I
black out, the tickle monster woke up.
That's not possible. I don't have a tickle monster that lives inside of me. That was prayed away at a young age.
You know what? I'm going with my first instinct. I've been losing this whole game because I've been second guessing myself. Chris D,
There
he's
it
a
is.
tickly, fucking charming son of a bitch.
Absolutely Lewis.
And here
No,
it
dude.
is.
I think it's
Not a
Absolutely
tickler.
Lewis.
Come on.
I'm not in yet. I'm going Lewis.
Don't you dare.
Lewis.
Jay's
You're,
gone Lewis.
you're fucking letting somebody pull ahead so far, Jay. You're an idiot. You're a fool. You're a fool. Jay, don't let your hand go. Fuck, you're an idiot. I
right.
swear in my son's life that's not me.
You don't
Alex.
care about him.
That wouldn't stop him. I still don't believe him.
By the way, I found out 75% of the time when he says that, he's lying.
Right?
The AI guy told me that.
Yeah. Alex, all of our answers are in.
That story belongs to Dan Soder.
Fuck, you are a tickle monster. Drinking Dan. Turns out I'm a drunk tickler.
Yeah. You see, I was concerned about Dan's alcoholism, and that's how I knew that.
That's crazy.
The truth is, this was after I quit drinking.
Oh, really? That's
what?
crazy then.
You just like the tickle.
Crazy.
I don't know. I like to bring joy to people. I was at a bar show in Brooklyn, and Billy Wayne Davis.
Yeah.
We were both on Whiplash at UCB that night. It was like a Monday, and I was at like Che and Nimesh's show in Brooklyn. And I see a guy in the back. I'm like, oh, it's Billy Wayne. And I just walked in. So I went through the crowd. This is what makes it worse.
Can I say something? A person who you think could be a person named Billy Wayne, when it's not the right person, is a person you shouldn't tickle from behind.
Well, I took a shot at love, Jay.
Yeah, you want to accidentally tickle like a Tyler.
Yeah. But as I went through the crowd and I got closer to him, I started going, tickle, tickle, tickle.
Oh, God.
And then I got into the dude's rib cage and got like 3 good ticks off. and then I looked up and he was going like this, whoa, 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 whoa. And I have a picture of me and the dude in my phone. Because I was like, this is so funny. I got to take a picture and show my friend Billy Wayne that you look exactly like him. But I just remember coming through that packed-ass room going, tickle, tickle.
I mean, the run-up is the craziest part. You're doing it to yourself almost.
I should have got knocked out.
You're gearing yourself up.
Yeah, I should have been blasted.
That's fucking wild.
Imagine the guy would have just started coming.
Yeah. He's like, oh. He goes, oh, okay. You're mine now.
All right, Alex, where are our points at? I mean, Dan just cleaned fucking up. I told you guys it wasn't me.
Chris got him.
Chris got me. I started smiling.
Yeah, I knew it, dude.
Check the tape.
On the scoreboard, in last place with 6 points, Luis J. Gomez.
Wah, wah.
In 4th place with 8 points, Big J. Oakerson.
Right, man. You're getting killed here.
It's not last.
In 3rd place with 11 points, Tim Dillon.
What happened?
The hell?
In 2nd place with 14 points, Dan Soder.
What the fuck?
How many points does he have?
the fuck?
And in the lead with 16 points, Chris Distefano.
This is crazy.
Came back.
Oh my God, it is shaking up. Who was going to take home the light within the light?
You've already won, Chris.
Portraits of Donald Hall, Richard Wilbur, Maxine Kuhman, and Stanley Kunitz. The light within the light illuminates the personal and professional landscapes of 4 distinguished poets, offering readers a window into their creative processes. Bram's insightful commentary and the inclusion of Barry Moser's wood engravings enrich the textual portraits. The work stands as a testament to the enduring power of poetry and the human spirit. Are you guys ready for our final story of the night?
Wow. Wow.
Light within the light. It's a page turner. Alex, our final story number 8.
Story number 8. I tried to kiss someone on a roller coaster and went in at the wrong moment. We hit a bump and accidentally butted heads, breaking their nose.
Everyone's going to say me. I promise you it isn't. Because that bitch would have been dead.
No, that also seems like some dirty New Jersey, close to Philly, Six Flags bullshit that Big J would do.
It's not even a roller coaster. It's just a shopping cart on top of a car.
Exit 7A off the turnpike, dude. Six Flags. Great
that
event.
sounds like someone from Delco County would do that.
Yeah, but
That's
Jay,
how me and your dad met.
Jay, when he was younger, had no game. He was afraid of women.
Wow, okay.
Oh, afraid's the wrong way to put it. That's mean. Now I think it's you piece of shit.
I had game. I always had game.
Yeah.
This feels.
It says their nose, so it could be Tim because he could have just changed it from her.
Gay people don't go on roller coasters in. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they go into the rest stops off the highway.
Yeah, who's going to roller coaster?
You can't cruise a
Like
fucking.
the craziest thing ever.
Yeah.
Hey, how about you suck a dick while we're going like this?
Yeah,
Crazy.
what are you trying to get
Most
your
insane thing.
dick bit
Yeah.
off? This is a Chrissy D story.
Oh, no, well, you know what? It could be Dan because Dan's got a fucking, look at his head.
I'm telling you right now.
That's a head that would break
The
someone's
story
nose.
would have started, I turned a girl quadriplegic.
I decapitated a
Yeah.
girl on the roller
I
coaster.
snapped her spine like
If Dan
a fucking
headbutts you on a
uncooked
roller
spaghetti.
coaster, it's like a Final Destination death.
Yeah.
I legally can't ride roller coasters with this head.
We hit a bomb
I honestly think it's
and
it's Big J.
accidentally butted heads breaking.
It's
Dan
Chrissy D.
nose.
This sounds like a Chrissy D. So Chris had game always a good looking dude.
And then he was like slick enough to be like,
Chris,
my
we also
bad,
didn't have a
baby.
lot of stories from Chris, maybe.
Yo, you're
right?
just so kissable.
Ooh, it hurts you so pretty.
Ooh, you so fun.
Damn, I gotta get it right now. Yo, give it to me on the Great American Scream Machine.
Yo, shout it. Keep your hands inside the car. This is Chrissy D. 100% Chrissy D.
No. It's again, it's no. It's Big J.
Again, no. Guys, I know it's Chris. He just went,
That's the
again,
tell.
no.
How many times do I have to fucking tell you it's no? Oh, here, use it. No.
What do you think?
I'm thinking.
I'm also scared of
leaning
roller
toward.
coasters.
I'm leaning toward Christy.
I honestly don't go on rides like that.
Christy.
I
He's
don't.
such a liar.
I don't go on rides like
He
that.
goes, bro, after I broke that bitch's nose,
Yeah.
oops.
Oops.
Would you believe she still sucked the brush off? I don't mind a little fucking sauce on my noodle.
You remember the time you broke the girl's nose on the loop-de-de-loop?
Everyone
Big J.
voted Chrissy D.
I meant to tell you that almost
J.
fucked me in the long run.
Alex, all of our answers are in. This is our final story. I have no idea who's going to win this. I can't. I don't remember what the points are. Whose story was this, Alex?
It's not us, Lewis. It's not us.
We're not winning, unquestionably.
That story belongs to Chris Distefano.
So,
Yep.
so who wins?
Well, we'll tell in a minute. But Chris, what
Well,
happened
yeah,
here?
at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania.
Nice. Nice.
This girl, Lisa, we all went down there. I was like 16, and my boys were sitting behind me, and they were like, whole time, they're like, oh, dare to kiss her, dare to kiss her. And I was like, I'm going to go for it. On the roller coaster was called the Comet.
Nice.
In Hershey, it was a wooden roller coaster, and we're going up, right? And I'm like, I'm going to do it at the top. Like at the very top is when I'm going to do it.
Were you about to hit her with a line like, you want to make this coaster even more of a thrill ride?
And it was one of those like,
You got to be this tall to ride Christy D.
yeah. It was like a lap bar, right? It wasn't, so we could move. So I said, I'm just gonna go in and kiss her, because it was beautiful, like at the top. It was like twilight, and my plan was, I was like, hey, look over, look at this beautiful sky. And so my plan was like, oh, look over, the sky is gorgeous. And she went to like look, and then I turned to kiss her, and the roller coaster started descending, and it hit, because it's wooden, it hit like a piece, and my head just slammed to her head, and she literally covered in blood, and then the ride is going, 80 miles an hour. My friends behind me were all getting sprayed with blood. So she literally, we get back into the station, and she's hysterical crying.
Did it look like when Fabio got hit by that pigeon?
Yeah. Dude, it was so bad. And my boys were like, like blood all over the shirt. I'll never forget, dude. One of my friends, my friend Pete, shout out Pete, he had blood all over his shirt. He was mad. He goes, this is a brand new Ed Hardy. And he was
Those are expensive too.
yeah, it was. Remember that was big back then. And then we went to the, tent at Hershey Park, the, hospital thing they have there. And I went with her, of course, and they're patching up her nose. And now she has 2 huge tissues up her nose. And then my friend Pete goes, I dare you to try to kiss her again. And I did.
Yeah.
I swear to God, we kissed. Swear to God.
Yeah, you did.
What it is.
Even bang.
Wow.
Forgives.
I love it.
All great stories. Alex, what is our final tally?
All right, our final scores. In last place with 10 points, Luis J. Gomez.
I rarely come in last. I have the most wins in Story Wars history.
You had to
right.
be humbled.
Yeah, once in a while I got to lose one big.
In fourth place with 12 points, Big J. Oakerson.
That's good.
Beat Lewis.
That feels good.
Beat Lewis.
In third place with 15 points, Tim Dillon.
Oh, wow.
In second place with 16 points, Chrissy D.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And your winner tonight with 18 points, Dan Soder.
Yes.
Dan Soder, you are taking home a brand new copy of The Light Within the Light, Portraits of Donald Hall, Richard Wilbur, Maxine Kuhlman, and Stanley Kunitz by Gene Bram.
My father fought in Vietnam, but he couldn't win that war. I had to win this one.
Congratulations, Dan. You are the newest story word, and now you get a certain privilege.
Double points. Yes. Oh, free me from my prison.
Everybody, thank you for being here for Story. Did you ladies have a great time? Fuck yeah, they did. One more big round of applause for everybody on our panel. Your winner, Dan Soder. Great Chris Distefano specials on Hulu. Tim Dillon's new special available right now on Netflix.
Good shit, baby.
For the Story Warriors, I'm Big J. Oakerson.
I'm the Puerto Rican rattlesnake, Louis J. Gomez.
We'll catch you next time. Until then, peace. Thank you.